Hey everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back for take number 300,600,204. Y'all, I hate iPhone. The only thing I hate about the iPhone is the iMovie app. I love it, but I hate it. We got a love-hate relationship. Instead of hitting the save button, I hit the retake button. Oh, did I really just do that? I had a great video. All right, we're redoing this. We are back for week June number 3. I love this printable. I can go ahead and put whatever month, whatever paycheck number, whatever on the top. I can edit it. I love this. Okay, y'all. Go over to Lisa Marie Budgets on Etsy and buy this. Oh, I love the paycheck spread. This is just phenomenal. This just makes my life happy. It makes me happy because it's simplified. Thank you, Philip, for making me another cup of coffee. I appreciate you. He's like, yeah, sure you do. All right, y'all, week number 3, laser focused on debt, and we have 433 for this week. Now, weeks number 2, 3, and 4, really super transparent. I am a book with a highlighter. You can ask me anything. I will pretty much answer anything without a problem. With that being said, all of my bills, now including my trash bill, is coming out on the first week of every single month. That's how I do things. I don't have to worry if something didn't get paid or if I missed a payment on something. No, we don't do that. We just pay it all in the first week and say hello, thank you, bills paid, love it. No stress, no nothing, no worries, no thoughts. I get paid once a month. I don't get a magic month payment. I don't get like a third check and a magic month. I have my pension and my child support. Yes, I'm going to be transparent. I have child support. It's very small. It's $585 a month. But my ex-husband does dive in with me, and he pays a little bit on extra clothing. But y'all, he's paying $585 a month anyway, so I'm not going to bog him down with a ton of extra clothing costs, even though I pay a lot more than he does. That's what child support's for, too. He also pays for extra food. If they want a couple of takeouts a month, he'll pay for that. He pays for half of school activities or school-related items, half of Danya's sports. And we have gone in half and half this time, just so you know, transparency up front, because you will see a payment on July. I'm giving him $50 a month. There was an e-bike that he saw for Danya that I've been wanting to get her an e-bike, and it went on sale for $454. It's originally $1,000, but they're wanting to move that bike out and put new ones in. This thing goes like 30 miles an hour, y'all. This thing is like awesome. We'll show you when it gets here. He went ahead and made the first payment. I will be sending him, starting next month, $50 a month. He's going to match that $50, and we're going to pay it off in 4.5 months. But her bike is already being processed and going to be shipped to his house. He's going to build it and just bring it over for her. So I just want to let you know that that's that. So after I pay all my payments at the beginning of every single month, I trickle down the rest of the money over the next couple of weeks. Thank you, son. Where's my... Oh, he loves me. Peppermint mocha, y'all, it's the best thing on the planet. It's one of the reasons I can't be a vegan anymore. I have to be a vegetarian because I can't find a peppermint mocha to save my butt that is in the vegan world. Anyways, so 433 trickles down this month for the last 3 weeks of this month. I do have extra money in the bank, but I don't want to touch my buffer that much. You'll see that I did have to pull from a buffer, and thank God I had it. So let's trickle it all down and let you know where I'm at. So weeks 2, 3, and 4, you're not going to see any kind of bills. They're paid at the beginning of every single month, and I love it that way. That's just how I do things. All right, let's go into our cash envelopes. Our cash envelopes are groceries, gas, buffer, and the $5 challenge. Groceries usually gets $200 a week. I said, no, not happening this week. I want to stick extra money towards debt. That is a running theme and will be until my debt is paid off. With that being said, I only used $50 out of the $200. I went over. If you saw my last video, if not, shame on you. Run back to last video. Check it out. It's my grocery haul of $73. That was between Walmart and, was it Walmart? I think, yeah, Walmart and Sam's Club. Y'all, I'm losing my mind today. $73. So I told you I love buffers. I'm going to explain that why here in a minute. So I only used 50 out of the 200. Kept that extra 150, sending that over to debt. $10 for gas, aka my Uber. Y'all know I'm blind. I can't see. I'm not driving. So, hello. It's Uber. Paying 10 instead of 20. Why? Because the extra 10's going to debt. Same thing with buffer. I'm putting in 10. instead of 20 because the extra 10 is going to debt. You see how that's working for me? Yeah. Anyways, I am going to pull the extra 23 from that buffer, which is a very small buffer, but I do have a buffer that will cover that extra 23. I'm not going to touch my bank account. I'm pulling it from the buffer in my cash envelopes, and that's going to pay for the overage on my groceries to keep my numbers in line in that. So I'm not really actually over because I'm pulling it from buffer, and I suggest that everybody puts a buffer envelope in every sinking fund binder in your cash envelope binder. In any binder that you stuff or wallet that you stuff, stick a buffer, because if you go over in groceries, gas, whatever, you have that buffer you can pull from there. Pull from there first, empty that first before you ever touch your checking account or whatever else. Just a side note, I love it. Last one is a $5 challenge, and I'm only going to put 10 in instead of 20. Why? Because I want to stick an extra $10 up into my debt. By doing that, when I do finish the $5 challenge, which I have yet to put up on Etsy, I'm going to try to get that done. Me and my son are going to work on some Etsy projects today. I'm also going to be working on some scratcher projects. Woohoo! Because we have the gold and the silver scratcher stickers in stock now, and we just got to get together and come up with some designs for y'all. So anyway, it's a $5 challenge. Once I do complete that, I'll have $200 towards extra debt. But instead of putting 20 in this week, I just want to put in 10. I want to send an extra 10 to debt. So it's a total of $80 in cash envelopes. Even though it's 103, that just reminds me that 23 has to come out of my buffer to pay for the overage on groceries. All right, up to my sinking funds. Let's talk about sinking funds for a minute. Or savings funds. Some people don't like calling them sinking funds because it sounds like you're sinking a ship and it sounds bad. But it's not. It's sinking funds, aka savings challenges. Because I had been so laser focused on constantly cash stuffing envelopes, and you guys have seen that for a very long time. I hardly ever pulled anything out of there, and sometimes I would pull it out of my weekly budget versus my cash envelope or my sinking funds like I should be. But y'all, it saved my rear end in the long run, because now we're floating ourselves on the kids' school clothes, their spring and summer clothes, their fall and winter clothes. Household products are coming out of sinking funds. Prepper pantry items are coming out of sinking funds. So the household items and the prepper items that I mentioned in grocery hauls, it's coming out of household or it's coming out of preps. It's not coming out of my weekly grocery money right now at all. I've got a lot of sinking funds. The birthdays, holidays, and celebrations are already fully funded. Christmas is fully funded. Pets Christmas is fully funded. So I am pulling from sinking funds because those categories need to be used. And it makes it super simple. I can just say, hey, I got to go to kids' envelope today, and I got to pull money here because I bought the kids this. With that being said, I went down to 3 envelopes. Well, literally like 10. No, 9. Can I count? 3 plus 6, 9. 9. Here's what I did. And here is what I'm doing. Annual vet is getting 10, not 20 this week. The vet ER is getting 10, not 20 this week. The reason for that is the extra 10 from each one that I normally stick $20 in each envelope is going to, once again, here's our theme, extra debt. Pet care, I did bulk up to $20. The reason for that is Jaya's medication is coming due. I have to pay $30 every other month for her phenobarbital. I get a 2-month supply. I don't go to her vet office, which costs me $10 to get there, $10 to get home. That's an extra $20 just to pick up her meds. They send it to their mail. They charge me $5. So her medication really is $25, but I pay $30 because it's $4.95 to actually mail it to my house. Even though the 2.5 miles from my house, I'm not paying $10 for Uber each way. Why would I pay an extra $20 if I can just pay an extra $5 and have them send it to me? You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. So I'll be purchasing her medication next month on the 3rd, just so y'all know. But I'll take it from the care envelope versus taking it from my monthly budget for bills and things of that nature. The 6-color dot. Let's talk about the 6-color dot challenge because I am using $20 into that, and I had $4 left over, so that's why you're seeing $60 for cash stuffing, but there's actually $64. That's $4 is rolling over, so that's not money that's being pulled out of $433 this week. That is the $4 I had left over from last week, and that's what we're doing. 6-color dot I have in my Etsy shop. I have it in 2 versions. If you want the print on demand, just the trackers, you can buy them and print them. This does not come with the color dot, and it doesn't come with a set of dice, but it comes with the 6 trackers, y'all. And with that 6 trackers in the bottom left-hand corner, I leave it completely blank for you so that you can write in your category per color. Now, what I did is I had 6 different categories I wrote in. I still want to stuff sinking funds, but I can't stuff the ones I've been stuffing. A lot of them are fully funded, or they've got quite a bit of money in there that I can use and float myself while I'm using extra money during each week of the month right now to put towards extra debt. So with that being said, if you want the print on demand, super simple, get it, print it, done. And it's super simple. Like I said, there's 6 different colors, so there's 6 different categories you can add. Like I said, in the bottom left-hand corner, I left it blank so that you can put what your 6 different categories on. For example, purple for us is pets. I think red is kids. Green is extra debt. And I think blue is household. Yellow is household. Blue is another one. And orange is emergency funding sources. I don't know what I put for blue. I'll have to go back and check. But anyways, if you buy the physical item, I do have to mail it to you. It comes with a 6-color dot. It comes with a pair of dice. And y'all, it's super expensive now because unfortunately, because you put the dice in the envelope, the envelopes are actually business envelope size, like just a real envelope. They're longer, not taller, but they're longer. They're charging me $5.50 to mail that out because with the dice being in it, it's considered raised, which means it's a package now, not an envelope, even though it's this little envelope. It's a business envelope, like lengthwise, not widthwise. So I did have to add the extra $5.50 just to cover the shipping costs, y'all. I don't make hardly anything off of these by the time I pay myself back for the dice that I purchased and the ink and all the other stuff, but it's okay. With that being said, that is how I'm getting 6 extra categories that I'm sinking and stuffing for sinking funds, but I'm doing it through the 6-color dot challenge, and I absolutely love it because it's allowing me to at least stuff some money so I can replenish some of the envelopes that I'm currently using right now while I'm pausing all my sinking funds other than these right here and pushing everything else towards debt. So I'm still stuffing sinking funds, but I'm doing it through the 6-color dot challenge, and I'm doing it on a low budget right now for it. All right, long-winded to say all of that. My son and I are going to be working on the scratcher challenges and stuff because we do have the gold stickers and the silver stickers in stock to start working on scratchers because I love scratchers. All right, so out of that 60, it says 64. The extra 4 was the leftover money I had from last week to cash stuff in the 6-dot challenge. All right, let's go to the fun part of things. And I know a lot of people are like, well, that's not fun. It's fun for me because almost next to nothing for interest on any of my debt. And it's getting paid off in a faster fashion than I thought it would. So let's recap from my last debt update. Now I'm going to do a debt update every single week. I want to show you how fast I'm paying things off. I want to show you that the snowball method really works. I want to tell Erica from Black and Blue I need to buy another one of these pins because my son keeps stealing mine and I'm about to have a fit. So I need to buy a pin for him. That will probably be in the budget next month for me to get that for because I love this pen, y'all. This is amazing. I love these pens. She does so good. And because you can take it out and put another pen cartridge in there, you know what? I don't need any more pens. Anyways, with that being said, let's go into our debt. Last week, or let's recap. You know that I'm paying off all this debt that I'm paying off. It's just a couple of different categories. It's just a pain in the rear to pay off because they're spread over different categories, and y'all seen that. Different accounts, I should say. But with that being said, I am laser focused on paying off Affirm first. I have less than nothing for interest. I think each count occurs maybe anywhere between 90 cents and $1.50, $2 in interest per month. So it wasn't even worth mentioning, honestly. I have $650 that I need to pay off next month to pay off my Affirm account. I was going to take the $300 that I normally pay, and when I pay off accounts, I just keep rolling that $300 on there, acting like I still have $300 left to pay, even though it's not $300. Y'all, I've knocked off 4 Affirm accounts this month now. 4. I've knocked off more now. But with that being said, I don't want to spoil everything for y'all. I have paid off more. I'm not going to have to pay $650 next month in Affirm. In fact, spoiler alert, I may not have to pay off Affirm next month because I may have it paid off this month, which means the $300 that I normally pay on Affirm to kind of keep trickling it down and paying off more and paying off more, plus the $300 that I put at the beginning of every single month towards debt now, plus anything I could squeeze out of my weekly budgets for weeks 2, 3, and 4 in each month. Whew, yeah, I may not have to pay off Affirm. That money for $650 that I was going to have to pay off for Affirm next month may be going to another debt because Affirm may be going bye-bye by the end of June. And here's how. Last week I had $72 left over that I can pay towards any extra debt. That's squeezing me tight. That was $66 I had left over. That was one of my subscribers who won one of the Liz and Les challenges. And she said, don't buy me the challenge. Put it towards your debt. I was like, are you sure? And she's like, absolutely. So the extra 66 brought it to 72. Just for purposes, I added an extra $1 there and made it 73. So 73 went towards extra debt. That hit my Affirm account. I just paid on it. It paid off a couple of more of the orders within that Affirm account. Now, every time you use Affirm, they create like a little order, and you can pay on each little account within that Affirm account, and it's awesome. So it paid off even more. Y'all, listen to this. $433 minus the $80 in cash envelopes, minus the $60 in sinking funds. I have $293 left over. Holy hell. I didn't think I'd have anything left over. I didn't think I was going to have to pay on Affirm again or be able to pay on Affirm again until July. That's not the case. I took the $73 that I had left over from week 2. I added it to the $293 I have for week number 3 now. Y'all, I love my prepper pantry because we're pulling so tight on it and using it instead of spending so much more money in groceries right now. Let's add that up. $293 plus 73 is $366. $366 today just hit my Affirm account. I'm not paying $650 in July, y'all. It's not happening. Take the $650 minus the $366 that I just paid on the $650 that I owe, and standing at the end of week 3, I will have paid it down to $284. I still got another week in week June 4. Okay, if I can pull as tight as I did this time, if I could just squeeze the hell out of things. Now, I will not have any money left over for week 3 to roll into week 4 for extra debt like I did for week 2. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. If I could even pull an extra $293 out of next week and cramp us as low as I did this time and identically do what I did this time, or maybe even better, I'm about to show something with you here in a minute, I will only owe $284 for Affirm. So when July 3rd comes around, guess what? My Affirm account, spoiler alert, is going to be gone. Out of here. See you later. I don't miss you. And guess what's going to happen? That $650 that I was going to put towards Affirm on July 3rd is going to roll over to something else to pay it off faster. You have to wait until July comes around for me to tell you exactly what it's going to trickle onto. The snowball method works. It's brilliant. Here's a little spoiler alert. I am getting a YouTube check this month. Between my prepper pantry, which I haven't been putting up enough videos on, and I should, but I haven't been, and between my budgeting channel, which really doesn't make nothing when it comes to AdSense revenue, but I'm okay. Y'all, every dollar is going to count, okay? Every dollar. And you have to have a $100 threshold in order to cash out every month on YouTube AdSense. And finally, I've got enough for me to do it now. My YouTube income check is coming in. And when it does, I'm adding that on to the $433 for next month, or next week's, what am I saying next month? Next week paycheck. And y'all, I may just use that AdSense revenue as an extra debt payment. Watch what happens. Watch what happens next week. Now, I will give you a debt update for this week, but watch what happens in week number 4 for my debt update. It's brilliant. I love it. So anyways, that's what I have for you today. We're down to $284 for my Affirm account. It's probably about to go bye-bye. And July is going to start with one less debt account. And my debt's going to drop below $13,000. Last month it was over $15,000. This month I believe it's 13.7 or something like that. Next month it's going to be below 13,000. We're going to be in the 12,000s, and every month I am just going to keep dragging it as low as humanly possible until I get it to a comfortable position where I can continue to pay it off and put extra debt payments in there, but start restocking some more sinking funds. So, questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, please remember to throw it at me in the comment section down below. Again, I want to give credit where credit's due. One of my long-term prepper channel watchers and subscribers and budgeting subscribers, Beth, told me to take that extra $6 that she had won from a Liz and Less Savings Challenge and told me to put it on extra debt. Now, what I would like to say is, when you do good deeds towards others, it comes back to you. So, Beth, I have something in the works for you, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is. And you're going to find out in July, because you're going to get a package in July, but I'm not going to say what it is. And it's going to be a lot more than $6. So remember, when you do good deeds towards others, it does come back. And I appreciate that she asked me to put that towards my debt, because that meant a lot. And $6 doesn't seem like it's a lot when you're adding it onto your debt. But trust me, every dollar counts. So I'll catch you in the next video, which is my debt update. And y'all saw what I spent on groceries, so I don't have any extra expenses. I am cramping us as tight as humanly possible. We'll see you in the next video. Without Limits is out.